Now, in the
Yes.
grand scheme of things, of $1.2 trillion in this bill, $7.5 billion might seem a little inconsequential, but for the electric vehicle industry, it's seen as a game changer. $5 billion of that $7.5 billion earmarked to expand charging station networks across the country, which many see as critical to accelerating the adoption of electric vehicles. Global charging station and hardware company Blink Charging already up 312% year over year, right now jumping 10.25% at the moment. Investors potentially see it as a name well positioned to land at least some of that money. Joining us live from its headquarters in Miami Beach, Blink Charging CEO Michael Farkas. Michael, great to have you on what I'm sure for the entire industry is an historic day, but break down for us how meaningful today is for the private sector EV companies like Blink.
Thank you for having me. It is tremendously impactful. There is no way we would be able to achieve the goals of administration without the $7.5 billion. And it's going to be extremely impactful for Blink. Not only do we sell our equipment to others, and that'll really help us in that arena, but we, for the most part, prefer to own and operate our charging infrastructure. This will heavily subsidize our ability to get more infrastructure out into the marketplace, which will alleviate range anxiety and allow those who are thinking about getting an EV to more likely purchase an EV.
I'm glad you brought up range anxiety. You know, part of the issue with the EV adoption and why it's been slow to come, although lately it seems like everybody's jumping on this bandwagon, but it's got very much this chicken and egg cloud over it, where people say, well, I could buy the car, but what if I'm on a long drive and I can't find a charging station? This certainly will address some of that. But talk to me about how much money you think your company might get, if there's even a number you could put on that, and how quickly you'll see it.
I wish I had a crystal ball and would be able to tell you how much of the $7.5 billion we can get. Unfortunately, I just can't do that. We are a public company, so there are obviously certain restrictions, but we are going to attempt to get as much of it as possible so that we could deploy more charging infrastructure throughout the United States. And again, it'll also be very helpful because we have a lot of customers who want to own and operate the charging stations in their locations, and will allow them to buy charging stations and even deploy more of them at their locations because of these subsidies.
And your charging stations are universal, so if I've got a Volvo
Correct.
That's all electric, that will still work, including, say, a Tesla, for example, correct?
That is correct. Our charging infrastructure works with every single car, no matter what it is, a GM, a Ford, a Mercedes, a Lucid, a Rivian, they all work with our charging stations. Tesla has their own adapters, but with the car, you get a coupler that works with our charging stations. It's not the same on the other way. You can't use a Tesla charger for any other car today.
Mr. Farkas, this is an industry that is in its early stages. I get that. And obviously, the government believes that it needs to incentivize and help out. They did this for the railroad industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the big oil industry years ago. But at what point do you feel that the EV world can stand on its own? Again, I'm asking you to bring out that crystal ball you may not have, but you've got a lot of taxpayers who say, wait, you're getting a ton of money here. You've gotten tax breaks and incentives from the federal level to the state level. At what point can you take off the training wheels, so to speak?
I think ultimately, if the business needed to exist without government subsidies, they would. But where would be in the competitive landscape, as compared to, let's say, China or some other countries? This is going to really help us move the EV market along. We were originally the initiators of the EV market. Europe took a leap over us, as well as China. This is a very, very smart investment on behalf of the Biden administration. This is a strategic industry that we need to protect, and we need to make sure that we participate in. This will definitely help EVs proliferate throughout the entire country. And it's all about fueling, as you correctly stated. We want to make sure that there's charging infrastructure for everybody. No matter where you live, no matter where you are in society, we want to make sure charging infrastructure is there for you. Whether you live in multifamily residential, that you have no parking facilities and you park in the streets, to those that live in apartment buildings, to single family homes. One of the things that separates Blink from our competitors, we are the totally fully integrated EV charging infrastructure company. We have a hardware solution for whatever location there is, and we have a deployment methodology based upon how you deploy capital at your locations, whether you're an individual owner or a multifamily residential owner or whatever commercial properties may own, apartment buildings, condo buildings, office buildings. We have a solution for deploying charging infrastructure in those locations, and we either sell it if the property owner wants to own that equipment, or we can manage it for them. But for the most part, Blink's main reason to exist was to own and operate these charging stations, to really make our money off the refueling of these vehicles.
Michael, before we let you go, hiring. Are you hiring? And if so, for what kinds of jobs and what kinds of salaries?
Okay, we are hiring across the board. Our industry is growing. People really don't understand how big this industry is growing. You know, globally, we're at maybe a few hundred, couple million global charging stations in the public markets. If you look at the numbers that we're seeing, by 2030, you need 120 million charging stations globally of all kinds to support EV proliferation. We're hiring in India, we're hiring in Europe, we're hiring in the US. You can go to our website and look at different positions. We're growing at a tremendous pace, and obviously it's all about our people.
Well, it's a big day for you and the entire ecosystem of electrification. Michael Farkas, founder and CEO of Blink. We'd love to have you back, see how it all starts and begins. Thank you so much.
Thank you.